Hey guys, my name's Annie and welcome to my channel. Today I want to break down exactly how much money I've made working on the Rover app being a pet sitter for the last month and a half. I was able to pick up the camera a few times over the last couple weeks and just share about my experience. I hope this is helpful if you're considering starting on Rover. I was initially approved to be a Rover sitter in mid-August, and pretty much right off the bat I started getting requests. We just went to the park and met Bentley and Benson and their parents, so we are all set to watch them. They're gonna be at our house for a week. This afternoon, Mr. Butler and I are going to meet two other friends that are gonna be staying about a week. With the dog owner and her two dogs, so we went to the park together, stayed there for about a half hour and talked, and then took maybe a 20-minute walk around. Rover automatically goes ahead and suggests some prices for whether you're dog sitting in your house, their house, whether you're walking, doing 30-minute drop-ins. They kind of automate it and recommend that you start a little bit lower than I think is a pretty fair price, at least in my opinion. It's me editing. I just wanted to quickly explain why I feel like charging more on Rover, more than $25, which 20% of that is gonna go to Rover, and then also if you're making more than $600 on the platform, that is gonna be taxed income as well. Really winds up not being a whole lot of money, and I feel like you should have the opportunity, if you're hosting someone's dog or their dogs in your space, allowing them on your couches, allowing them to sleep in bed with you, keeping up with their feeding schedule, making sure they're getting exercise, medicine, keeping in contact with their parents via text message, sending photos, updates, things of that nature. You should be charging more. If I were to take my dog into a kennel in my area, it would be about $60 to $75 per night. He would have timed exercise outside certain times throughout the day that he is let out of his kennel with other dogs his size. The interaction is a little bit more limited and calculated, and there's nothing wrong with kennels, but I think Rover experiences are so much more personal, and that is why I think you should be able to charge more. And that is why I plan on my rates going up soon once I kind of get my bearings on the app and grow a clientele. Okay, back to the video. So payment, once you are ready to get paid, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. It's not as instantaneous as a Venmo or PayPal transaction, although PayPal is one of the payment options. So for example, I just finished sitting two dogs on the 3rd of September. That has been booked since mid-August, so that money has basically been sitting in Rover's hands after the pet owner made that payment. You are able to withdraw or begin the withdrawal process 48 hours after you complete the service. So like I said, I finished watching those dogs on the 3rd. On the 5th, that money was eligible for me to request it to withdraw, and that'll show up on your account as a pending payment and then finally as able to withdraw. If you're interested in setting up a Rover profile, just know that nothing is required right off the bat. You can jump on and create a profile, upload some pictures of yourself, tell people what your fees are and what their expectations should be, and that's it. However, there are elective badges that you can earn, such as Rover 101, running through some testing just to make sure that you understand how to safely take care of an animal. There's also a background check that you can do for free. They have a paid background check, I believe. I didn't wind up doing that one. I didn't see it as a necessity, but I did the free one, and it's through a third-party company called Checker, and that includes your driving history as well as your criminal background. If you hear any snorting, it's just one of the pugs in the background. So, come here, baby girl. We're gonna finish this on the floor just because she's getting a little overwhelmed. Yes, honey. She just got here this morning, so I think she's still adjusting to being here. So after the 5th, I had two different options. I could either request a check from Rover directly, which would take 5 days, or I could request a PayPal withdrawal. That wound up showing up yesterday on the 8th. Just surrounded by pugs right now, and I love it. Rover if you genuinely like dogs. If you know that off the bat it's not going to be your main source of income, don't expect it to pay all of your bills up front. I'm sure that there are people out there that are able to make Rover their full-time thing, and kudos to you. Just manage your expectations to not think that this is going to be such a huge moneymaker, especially right off the bat. For total transparency, over the last 6 weeks, we've made just over $800. I say we because it's not just me watching these dogs. Sam is such a big part of it too. We have made just about $800, which has been really nice because that's $200 shy of what our rent is. So to know that we can virtually cover it in that amount of time, and we're slowly building clientele. But I'm also working a couple other jobs, so I have such a luxury to be able to be home and do this a couple days a week. But there are also days where I'm at an office space and I'm not home and I can't look after pets. Their parents literally just walked out the door, so they might be a little bit frantic, excited. You love having your friends over. Aw, you good boys. But right now I'm getting ready for Miss Lady, the Great Dane that's coming through. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix up her little chalkboard sign. We have all 3 dogs together, Butler, Bella, these 2, and Lady, the Great Dane, who is chilling. She's hanging out. Hey, lady girl. We have some new friends coming and staying with us. Butler is celebrating a birthday today. He's 6 years old, so we're so ready to spoil him rotten. And he's nice enough to celebrate his birthday with some guests coming to stay with us for a few nights. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Sweet Bailey. It appears as though there have been several murders. Who could have possibly done it? Who? Was it you? Say hello to Miss Michaela. She's 12 and she's just gonna stay the night. Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, giving you a little bit of insight just with my personal experience starting on the app. Like I said, I definitely think I want to continue on with it. Let me know if you want to see a follow-up video, what the next several months of Rover is going to be like, or even what Rover is like for me through the holidays. I'd be really excited to do that too. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!